All right, doing a quick mic check. If anybody can hear me, just let me know if you can hear too much of the music in the background. We're just getting started right now. Went over the rules. We're doing the same rule set we did from this past Saturday. If you weren't here or didn't catch it, nine doesn't count on the break anywhere. Spots up immediately, and you have to call the nine ball. If you make the nine ball in the wrong pocket, it spots up and you continue shooting. You do not lose your shot for making the nine ball, even in the wrong pocket. And looks like we're getting started now. Sorry, guys, my voice is going to be a little off. My sinuses are finally clearing up. It's been a rough few days. All right, sorry, guys. I was just getting everything shared and cross promoted. Um, Happy Veterans Day, everybody. In case you didn't see our post earlier, if you're active or non-active military, you have free pool all night tonight here at the Q. We do close at midnight. So you still got about 5 hours left. If you want to come out here and enjoy some of that. Randy's Randy's off to a good start here. Made the 4-9. It's going to make it 1-0 in the favor of the Rocket. But yeah, some games just end up like that. The 2, 3, 4 will be wired on the nine ball. Just happens. Part of the nine ball. And we got a dry break from the Rocket here. And that wasn't really too big of a miss here. Good little two-way shot. If he does miss it, he gets a safety out of it. So I think I'm gonna turn the brightness down just a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of that glare. That was a good kick attempt there from the Rocket. He gave him, in case you didn't notice, he gave him ball in hand there because he did what was called a push. This is where the cue ball is real close to the object ball, but not exactly froze. It could be up to about a half-inch off generally. But if you don't do it from a 45-degree angle or from a side angle, odds are the cue ball is going to come back and hit the stick. So it causes it to lurch forward a little bit. It makes a weird clicking noise. It's called a push. What? This is gonna be a pretty good little clearance here from the rocket. He hasn't even taken the warm up off yet. It's crazy. And with that, it's gonna put the rocket up 2-0. Good little clearance there. Alright. And then it was almost safety, but he's got a little bit of an angle where you can see that one ball there. Put a lot of spin on there, but it worked out pretty well. Or at least I think so. I do like the bank angles though, so seems like Greg's just a hair off on his shots right now. Oof. A little shaky on that one. Man, both of them are a little off tonight. This is interesting. We'll probably roll it up a little bit here. I can't imagine he'll go too far up. Oh, he didn't go up far enough. I said he wouldn't go up too. I said he probably wouldn't go up too far, but he didn't go far enough. That was a pretty sporty little kick. Oh, my camera flickered off. Why did that happen? Oh, they didn't get over. The way Craig makes cut shots, though. And he overcut that one. I'm pretty sure I black catted him. Sounds about right, really. Hit it a little bit too hard. I mean, it's a. Oh, almost a good recovery. But he lobbed the ball all the way down at the other end of the table, so still a difficult shot for Craig. Oof. And with that, we probably will see Craig get on the board now. Yes. That's going to be 2-1. All right, guys, I'll be back in about 20 seconds. I'm going to go blow my nose real quick. All right, I am back. But yeah, we have with our free pool for all military, we do have one table available right now if you want to come down and watch us in person. We have quite a few people here watching in person too. It was a nice speed shot. It's just making the six ball and keeping shape on the six. Hoping the Q doesn't run in the seven. Had he made it, he most likely would have had shape. So, but the next problem here is all Craig has to do is make this three and the four nines. I'm not gonna say wired, but it was not wired. Well, that's one way to do it at least. Oh, Craig, that was just a gimme shot. A gimme shot or a give up shot being something that's simple that you take for granted. You miss it. It looks like you just gave up. Yeah, see that brightness, it keeps adjusting, and I don't think I like that too much, guys. So give me just a second. I'm gonna fix that for us. 'Cause that brightness down a lot. I think that looks a lot better. You got pretty good. Got a little outline there. Yeah, we don't have any glare anymore. Thank God. Okay, we are glareless now. And that was a good out from the Rocket. That's gonna put the score at 3-1. This matchup's going by pretty quickly. We get Kim. It is 200. That was a good hit from Craig. Oh, Craig. See how this looks on the full screen. It's a little gritty. Huh. I'll have to, I'll have to fix that. That was a little bit unfortunate there. He was correct. He said he put too much English on, and realistically, he did. Yeah, he definitely needs one. Oh, me. Oh, God, Craig. I think Randy made a good shot there. And that's going to put the Rocket at 4. 4-1 the Rocket here. He's playing pretty good tonight, brother. This is. He shot like you would have, not so good. That's pretty funny. You played pretty good in here the other night, George. So you're probably one of the best 4 or 5 hour players in the building. After about 4 or 5 hours, you're you're feeling it a little bit. It's still early enough in the setting; anything can happen. A 4-1 lead in a race to 11 doesn't mean anything. I'm not biased. Both these people are really good friends of mine. I'd like to preface with that, whatever. I'm a little tired, guys, so he is a little hooked on this 3 ball, though. I don't know. I think here you have to cut in that. If you're watching the screen, this is where I sorry I got had something go on there. Honestly, I don't remember what I was saying though. Craig just needs to stay down a little bit more. But Randy ain't missing anything hardly outside of the game that Craig won. Oh, mm. Yep, that is very unfortunate. Last week it was kind of like this too. One person was just steadily ahead the whole time. And on this rack here, there's no real tie-up balls. This should be a runnable rack. Yes, should very much so be a runnable rack. Uh, Bumped into a ball there. I have a little friend dangling over here. A little spider just dropped down on me. Awesome. um, but yeah, that's bumping into balls. You mess up the pattern. There's still nothing tied up, but you got out of line. I need to find an overlay tool where I can draw lines and such, so I can show like point A, point B contacts. I think that'd be pretty neat. I'll look into that. Dang, I was cutting it close there. That's a pretty tight bank. Oh. I have no idea what this guy's talking about. I'm just gonna put the score at 5-2 for Craig. I have no idea what's happening here. Okay, there we go. 3, 6, 9. A nice little spread. Another break with no tie-up balls. Both these guys are breaking pretty good today. We haven't had many tie-up balls out of 8 games now. I believe the 5 goes inside here. It's just stopping it for the 6 or coming one round. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Oh, that was pretty close. Pretty close kick. I have a strong feeling Craig's gonna shoot the combo here, and I was right. Oh God, that's gonna put the score at 5-3. Man, there's been a lot of. Craig's coming alive a little bit now. We have a game now. Well, that's one way to do it. I don't I don't know that I would have shot it like that, but it worked. I was a little off. Calling the nine just in case. Ooh, that nine ball came back to bite him that time. And this is a nice little one rail kick. I can't really see the angle. But I believe it kicks in the side. Definitely don't use any English on it. He hit it perfect. Hit it perfect. Damn, what a shot, Craig. All right, and with that, that's gonna put that at 5-4. We're getting a little bit closer. Almost a tie game here. It really was a good kick shot, though. It was a good speed, perfect shape. Couldn't couldn't have hit it any better. He has such a monster break. It's crazy. It looks like he's looking at the long railing on the nine ball. Oof. That was an amazing shot there from Randy, and he called it. In case you didn't realize, he did call that. That was a great draw shot. I was gonna say Craig's kick shot on on the game before this one might have been the shot of the match, but it's pretty close now on which one could have been the shot of the match. Right, George? I'm not sure which one was better, man. It's crazy. That was both exceptional shots. And this one, we don't really have any top balls again either. I say that a lot, but it's very irrelevant in a lot of games. Whether or not they go for the outs, that part's a little irrelevant, but they were not fluke shots at all. Yes, both of these shots were called. It was both of them were very impressive. This one's gonna be a little bit of a tough decision. I think the play is me personally. I jump it. I don't think Randy jumps though, but he kicks well. So jumping isn't an end all skill to have. I know plenty of strong players who don't jump. Now being able to jump is going to give you a little bit of an edge, but I know a lot of strong kick players. That was a good shot there. It's going to put it at 6'5", almost a little over Craig's height. Not much, but a little bit. It's going to be 6 for the Rocket. Randy Dolph, in case people don't know who the Rocket is, which I'm sure anybody around here knows who the Rocket is. Yeah, I know. I know. It looked like it was going to, as much as I hate to say it, looked like it was going to be a blowout. We haven't had a good blowout on stream in a while. We've had a one-sided match, but I will be back in 30 seconds. I have to make a bathroom run. All right, I am back. With that combo there, it's going to tie it up. We have a tie game now, ladies and gentlemen. How's everything going in or how did everything go over the weekend, Fernando? I don't know if you're back in town yet or not. Oh no. Oh, he didn't scratch. Well, I'm not very smart, man, but I have a strong feeling that nine ball is going to be rolling here. And I was right, the nine ball did roll. And I have a strong feeling it's going to roll again. And it did. And for the first time this whole set, Craig is in the lead before Thanksgiving. Heck yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time, man. Be safe out there, y'all. Hell yeah, man. Good luck to y'all. Like I said, I've always wanted to go overseas and play pool somewhere. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous of you, big dog. Now this is a little bit poetic. A ball goes in and the one nine. Uh, why did I say so? Every time I say something, whoever it is misses the duck It takes a special kind of skill to hook yourself like that. Oh, and it did not scratch. I felt like Steve Ed. I'm calling nine ball just in case. Yeah, in case any of you watching aren't locals and don't know who Steve Ed is, the man's a local legend. We miss you too. We can't wait to y'all come back, man. Y'all should be back in time. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely be back in time for the finals for our league tournament, so that's good. But yeah, this is a Steve Head guy I mentioned. He has so many great one-liners. It's unbelievable. A lot of them I can't repeat, but if you've never been around him, you should come down on a Sunday for our tournaments just to be around Steve Head for a little bit. It's it's a different experience. I completely forgot he says that, George. That is I used to know that shot. Oh gosh. Very interesting person. One of the nicest guys ever. You just can't pay attention to anything he says. He's crazy. Man can mow a yard better than most, though. I will say that. I'll give the man credit. He doesn't play pool very well, but he can mow yards. And that's going to put it at 8-6, Craig. My my favorite line of his is anywhere but in the, I'll let you fill in the blank, but you can only imagine. And he screams it. It's not just something said, at normal talking voice. Oh, well, that couldn't have been any better for him. Nope. The roles have reversed. It's funny how this game goes. You can do everything right 5 or 6 games, and then when the roles reverse, you can't do anything about it really. Not taking any credit away from either one of them, but if you watch the first 5 or 6 games, Craig couldn't make anything, and everything he did was wrong, and now the roles have changed. It's a little bit vice versa. But we have a good game on our hands now. From this point, it is a 5-2 race. But yeah, you can slop in any ball with a 9 ball. I do too, George. I really do like to call the 9 aspect. I I say that, but I'm a purist. I like just true 9 ball, 3 fouls, ball in hand, make the 9 anytime. Don't have to call it. Me personally, that's how I prefer to play it. I do like the Texas Express. I don't really care for it too much in a handicap tournament, and that should be pretty obvious why. Like, I know the higher players need a chance, but in a game spot over a ball spot, I don't think it should ever be a three foul rule. Me personally, I'm sure I'll catch some flack from that, but it is what it is. That was a good speed shot there. If he hit it with a little bit more spin, it would have kind of came down and curved a little bit closer to that first diamond instead of the second. But it looks like he's gonna end it pretty well. Got a little rough there getting jacked up on the sixth ball. It really is hard to change back. It seems like some days, no matter what you do, you could be the better player by a large margin. But if the rolls aren't rolling right, oh, he shot that one a little bit too soft. I don't think it's gonna go. Yeah, I thought it was gonna tit out. I don't know if I should explain all the lingo or not. I would assume the majority of the people watching this know it, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just out of habit, in case we do have anybody that doesn't understand. Oh, he stood up on it, and it weeble wobbled. Now, you would think a straight in shot like this would be easy, but none of these shots are gimmies, especially when you have a little bit of pressure. And with that, it'll be 9-7. Another very good point to bring up there, George. They are a little bit, they're very daunting. If you're a Nashville local and you or Madison local and you play more at JOBs, their pockets are a little bit thinner, and I'm not gonna say they're buckets, but they're a little bit bigger than ours, quite a bit bigger. But our rails play just the same as theirs. You can hit the first diamond on either one of the long rails, and with the right speed in English, slide a ball in the rail, which you can't do on most diamonds. I don't know. I don't know what causes it to do that, to be honest, because I know they are well kept, but both places. But these are some of the only places I've seen where you can slide in a ball off the rail on diamonds. Usually they have a little more play than that, where it'll bounce off instead of sliding in. Thank you, Kim. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't anything wrong with buckets. Growing up, I played a lot in like uh, lower Kentucky, like Russellville, Greenville, Powderly area, and we played on 8 foot old housings, Gandys, and they had buckets. And those rails, you could hit the second diamond and slide it in. Promise you. So the only issue we're having here is going to be this 8-9 ball. But if you can make this five here and bring it back up to about the middle of the table, you can play the six with a lot of bottom left and throw it over and hit that 8-9. Yeah, pretty. That's pretty close to the angle he needed. Sometimes you'll kind of hear me whispering a little bit. That's because I don't want to talk too loud while they're shooting. I I tend to talk loud as is. He made both. That was pretty strong there. That was a pretty strong shot there from the Rocket. One thing I will say, I thought this was going to be a blowout earlier in the matchup, but we have a very tight match now, and that's good. I love seeing matches like this. All of y'all are getting y'all's money worth for this pay-per-view you're watching now. I have no clue what you're saying. Firehouse Gaming. Y'all, are you saying we have buckets? I'm just trying to understand because I don't understand that. But yeah, the Rocket did come with that one. That was phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely. I try to do it more on the Sundays, but you see how it is on Sundays, George. There's so much going on. But I like being able to do this. It's something I can sit, take an hour and a half, 2 hours, and really focus on and do. It's actually a lot more fun than I thought. I didn't realize how much I enjoy talking to myself. Oh, yes, they definitely are. Oh, 5 gallon buckets. Yeah, okay, Firehouse, I get it now. But yeah, and like I said, there is nothing wrong with that. They could put. Yeah, DRL. Are you talking about like? Are you trying to get a matchup? Do you want to see some Scotch doubles on the live stream? Because I can only. I mean, I'll live stream any game that anybody wants to play, as long as it's within reason. As long as it's not a last minute thing. You give me a few days advance notice, and I'll even on a random day I can come out and stream if you want me to. Yeah, you do have a good point there, George. I need to be more tentative with it, and I'm working on it, guys. I'm improving on this. That was a good breakout there. I'm improving on this as I go, and I appreciate all y'all for coming out and watching every week, whether it be me or Darren. Darren's a little bit more talkative and interactive than I am, and I am working on that. Um, but yeah, from here we'll probably gonna go 3 rails on this one. 3 rails in the 7 ball. Yeah, I honestly thought he might hit the 6, but that's a different story. Nothing happened. That's just a different story for another day. There's nothing happened. But he had a good stroke on that one. It's always hard shooting those long cut shots down the rail like that when you're jacked up a little bit. And by jacked up, instead of his hand being flat down, it was at a degree angle. I think that cutout was at about a 40-degree angle. That was a good shot. Cut it all the way down. The shape could have been a little better, but in instances like those, we just take those. As long as you still have control of the table. Oh, you overcut it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, I agree. But see, I'm not saying either one of these players are weak players, but for players, we'll say a 550 and under Fargo. One problem I've noticed with a lot of players in that range of skill is they'll make good shots, usually the first four, five, six shots, but whenever they get out of line, they'll get back in line and they'll get a little bit more out of line. You continue to kind of get out of line more each shot. Oh, he overcut it. He overcut it and kind of hooked him. And barring a scratch here, that's gonna probably tie it up. I mean, it is gonna tie it up if he doesn't scratch. Oh, guys, nobody told any. Sorry, I had to mute my. I tried to mute my mic real quick. Yeah, it is gonna be a race to two from here out, guys. I honestly think as well that we should do a wins by two style deal. So if it's 10-10, you have to win by two. So, I think that adds a little bit more excitement to it too. I wouldn't mind playing somebody with a stipulation of win by two. No, George, I had my mic muted for a second. I was talking to a customer. Um, DRL. I just realized who you were, DRL Dale. Yeah, I know you want me to play Joe Coleman, and I like the game, but I know he's supposed to beat me. But we will definitely play sometime. I would love to play Joe. He's a fun person to play. Shoots good, nice guy. Love it. And what was the other thing? And you're right, George. It has been. It's at right at an hour and 8 minutes. Oh, and that ball wobbled. That's crazy. And that wobbled too. This is all crazy. And that's gonna put the rocket on the hill, just like that. You are very much correct. That one did not slide in, George. You sent me a doubles game? Did you send it to me on Facebook? Let me take a look real quick. I will see and I will get back to you, Dale. That's Ed, are you Firehouse Gaming? Is that what's happening right now? That was a good shot. That was a good stroke too. Ooh, I thought we have a hill matchup, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. I finally figured it out. Y'all are right. And that is Fernando DRL's Dale. That you're right. That they have not. Just a little 420 Fargo player. It's pretty comical there. Well, you can definitely get one, Vinny. You can find somebody around your skill level. We can get set up anytime. But yeah, you're right, George. Not a single one of them has played safety, or at least not more than one or two that I've seen. No, not Dell Knight. It's not Dell Knight. I already gave up the secret. They all. Oh my God. I let it slip who it was earlier, guys. I'm not gonna repeat it again. I even used his first and last name, I believe. I don't want to get. But yeah, you're right, George. There's not only is there a lot of 420 players out there, there's too many 420 players out there. He's not that little. Damn, that ball wobbled. All right, this is it. This is the $200 shot. And he made it. And that's gonna put. Take it easy, guys. All right, everybody, that's it. The Rockets gonna win this one in a Hill matchup. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Um, we have our Wednesday night 8 ball race to two. We have our weekly Sunday tournament. That'll be this Sunday at 3 p.m. Obviously. Well, I say obviously, but this Sunday at 3 p.m. we have our 9 ball weekly tournament. Um, anything else? Oh yeah, our Scottish double tournament, the 12, 15 under. I had told a few people yesterday we were doing it on the 23rd, but due to a scheduling conflict, we will be doing that on the 30th. I have the flyer already made. I just have to change the date. And that will be posted the next day or two, so keep an eye out for that, guys. I appreciate all y'all tuning in, and come check the place out sometime. Yeah, any of these matchups here that y'all are talking about, y'all can definitely set up. Just if y'all find a matchup that you want to stream or want to play, just let me know. I mean, even if it's not a Monday, you know, if I have free time, I might come out here and do it for a little bit, just for y'all to have some action and you know we get a couple free views out of it, and I get to talk for an hour. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here now, guys. Y'all have a great night. Appreciate everybody coming out and tuning into the stream. Thanks, guys.